Hello and welcome. In this case, I'm going to present your mathematics for grade 11, term 1 ATP, which is the annual teaching plan. So for you to download, just check the comment section or the description of the video. You can also do that by simply checking also on the drive from our YouTube platform. If you check here, we have got, let me try and see. We've got here on the links. So if you tap here, you're going to see the drive for mathematics grade. It's not actually mathematics only, but it is for grade 11, whatever that we are going to have. So if you tap there, you can check inside the annual teaching plan, then also be able to download everything that I'm having on that drive. So it seems like I'm having 2025. All right, I'm gonna upload it just before I upload the video. It will be there. So if you check on the drive, you'll be able to download straight from there. All right, so that is your annual teaching plan. Like I said, you can download or you can simply check it from the comment section so that you'll be able to download it. So let me just try to zoom so that you can see what we have in our term 1, which is the first section. It is going to be the exponents and surds. So if you look here, or if you check properly, the suggested date from 14 January up to 26 January, which is approximately 9 days, you must be able to understand everything about exponents and surds. So you see, guys, we do not have much time because in those 2 weeks, week 1 and week 2, where you are covering your exponents and surds, you must be able to simplify expressions and solve equations using what? The laws of exponents for rational exponents. So take note, it is not just to simplify, but also to solve equations. So there's a lot of things to be done. Make sure that you go through each and every section. If you go through the playlist, you are going to see that we have covered everything. So make sure that you revise. All right. Number 2, you must be able to work with your sets. Here it is to add, all right, subtract, multiply, divide sets. All right, so let me just change my ink, guys. So maybe this one. All right, so you must be able to add, to subtract, to multiply, and divide simple sets. And 3, you must be able to solve simple equations involving sets. Just like when you were working with exponents, you had also equations. So under sets, there are also equations. Understand all the basics, all right? So this is the first part that you're going to have working with your exponents and sets. Then the second part, it is going to be from in between, right, taken from week 3, all right, because there's also that part of investigation to be done. So in between that, week 3 to week 6, you must cover equations and inequalities from 27th of January up to 20 February 2026, which is approximately 19 days again. All right. No, this was 9. Okay. This is 19 days that you must cover everything. So you've got enough time to cover equations and what? Inequalities in within these weeks, week 3 to week 6. All right. On that part, you must be able to 1, complete the square, 2, solve quadratic equations, by factorization and by using quadratic formula. You must also be able to, number 3, solve quadratic inequalities in one unknown and be able to interpret solutions graphically. And B, it is recommended that the solving of equations in two unknowns is important to be used in other equations like hyperbola, straight line, as this is normal in the cases of what? Of graphs. Remember, when we're dealing with the graphs, there are some part of inequalities to be solved. So yeah, you must just understand the basics. It is just the basics. Do not worry much about that one. Number 4, equations in two unknowns working with simultaneous equations where one of which is linear and the other quadratic. One is linear, the other is quadratic. And also revise or do the nature of roots. This is what you must expect in these weeks from week 3 up to week 6. Approximately 19 days to cover or to cater up for these equations and what? Inequalities. So like I said, we do not have time. We do not have time, guys, to be honest. So let's start now and prepare everything according to your ATP. Moving on to week 7 up to week 11, which is actually up to the end, from 23 February up to 27 March, approximately 25 days you must be covering trigonometry, reduction formula, trig equations, and general solutions must be done in that time. So meaning to say, in these weeks, you must be able to derive and use identities, the tan, all right, and also the sine squared theta plus cos squared theta, which is equal to 1. Derive and use reduction formula to simplify the following expressions. You must be able to utilize that and answer questions which have got these expressions. All right. The sine of 90 degrees plus or minus theta cos, the sine of this, all these, you must be able to work with them, and do not forget negative angles also. Then number 3, determine for which values of a variable an identity holds. Values for which values of a variable, all right? Number 4, determine the general solutions of trigonometric equations, and also determine solutions in specific intervals. It is not only about the general solutions, no. Also determine solutions in specific intervals, all right? So this is the major part that you're going to have in your term 1. And as part of your term 1, you remember that we are not just revising, we are not just doing topics only. There is also the SBA, which is important as it holds a certain percentage of our marks. So it has the investigation, which must be completed by week 6, meaning to say this week when you are still covering equations and inequalities, you must be able to be done with investigation in that period. So that is it for your term 1. For those who want to go through, you can check term 2 and so on and so on. As I said, you can download the ATP so that you can be able to see whatever that you need. It is there, all right, up to the end, which is your term 4. You just download and go through it, all right? So that is it. That is it. So do not forget, term 1, we have a test which covers every content of term 1. So we must be able to work our investigation as part of our SBA and also the term 1 test, which is the March test. Those tests, they are important. Take them as your final exam. Do not just say this one is just a normal test. It has a certain percentage that will affect your final result. So never take it for granted. So that is it, guys, for our mathematics. Let us revise and make this academic year a success. Make sure you also invite other learners to the platform, Math Zone African Motives.